Everybody, it's Bruce here with Traveling with Bruce. How you doing today? Big news today, June 14th, 2018. Our friends at Royal Caribbean, the operators of ships like these, they just made an acquisition. They just acquired a 2/3 interest in a privately run company called Silversea Cruises. Silversea Cruises is a privately held outfit that has 10 luxury cruise liners that go to over 1,000 ports of call per year around the world. They're known for being able to take cruise ships into small, intimate settings, including places like this here in Sydney, Australia. You might recall Silverseas made the headlines just about a month or two ago when they did this. They cut one of their ships in half, and they added 49 feet of cruise ship to the Silver Spirit. They lengthened it for 49 feet, $100 million cost, and increased the capacity of the ship by about 12% and added swimming pools and restaurants and everything else. This is a 6-star cruise line, absolutely top of the line, and it fits Royal Caribbean's game plan to a T. Royal Caribbean felt that it would be better for them to acquire a majority stake in this company rather than build their own cruise ships from scratch in the 6-star luxury category. We have a company here with 10 ships in operation now. An 11th ship called the Silver Moon is coming out in 2020 for $370 million. A 12th ship is now being built in Italy for another $370 million. That one will be called the Silver Dawn, and it'll be delivered to Silversea in the fourth quarter of 2021. And this is the perfect way to go for Royal Caribbean. They felt that they can grab this cruise line. They believe that they can drive long-term capacity growth in what they call the burgeoning luxury and expedition markets at a much larger scale than what Silversea could do independently, diversifying Royal Caribbean's portfolio, they say, and increasing its expedition offerings by adding a premier luxury brand. This cruise line is now taking passengers to Antarctica and the Arctic for these expedition cruises, as well as the warm Mediterranean and Caribbean cruises that they're famous for. Leveraging the global footprint of the combined companies, they say, to generate demand and increase vacation and destination options for the guests of both companies. And then here's the key number: realizing significant synergies related to global market access, supply chain purchasing power, and other economies of scale. So by merging these two together, of course, Silversea now will enjoy the buying power that Royal Caribbean has, being the second largest cruise line in the world, and that'll help them with probably bulk fuel purchase contracts, food purchases, and everything else. Then, of course, there's the booking system and the marketing departments. You're going to have Royal Caribbean just pumping out information about this cruise line nonstop, and that'll keep these ships at total capacity going forward. Royal Caribbean is going to pay $1 billion in cash to the founder of the company, the owner of the company. His name is Manfredi Lefebvre. That'll get him 2/3 of the corporation. They'll also assume some debt that the company has, and they're giving an option of stock, Royal Caribbean stock, to this individual, 472,000 shares to Mr. Lefebvre. This will allow him, depending on certain parameters of performance between 2019 and 20, he'll earn all 472,000 shares of Royal Caribbean stock, and at $108 a share, that's a $51 million bonus. That gentleman, Mr. Manfredi, will continue to run Silverseas as a standalone subsidiary company, not unusual in the cruise business. And he'll end up owning 1/4% of Royal Caribbean stock. But even so, with $51 million of the stock, he'll earn about $1 million a year in dividend income, because Royal Caribbean is quite a profitable corporation and the profits are growing. Most interesting development in the cruise business. We'll have to see how this all plays out. To give you an idea of the kind of costs to go on a cruise with the Silversea, July of this year, July the 8th, you can take a 9-night cruise from Monte Carlo to Venice, $7,200 US per person, or $800 US per night per person in these all-suite cruise ships. We're talking some serious money, but you do get all tips included, all drinks included, alcoholic and non-alcoholic, plus free Wi-Fi, and you can get a $250 credit if you book early. So, that's $125 each, not too bad. In the meantime, Royal Caribbean, of course, will operate these beautiful ships here, the Symphony of the Seas, Harmony of the Seas, and these massive water slides, swimming pools, and all the amenities that Royal Caribbean is famous for. But Silverseas will now become part of Royal Caribbean. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you like what I'm doing, please subscribe to my channel and join me live Monday to Friday, 5 o'clock Eastern Time. We talk cruise ships. Saturdays at 2 o'clock Eastern, you can join in as well. We talk cruise ships, cruise ship vacations. I'd love to have you come by, ask any questions you want. Take care, everybody.